on parents' perception of dimension of equality K-12 schools in Thailand and America. Please welcome Mr. Muhammad on the stage.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Okay, good afternoon. This is better. My name is Mohammad Noman. I'm from India. I work in Pan Asia International School in Bangkok. Today I'm going to put forward my study that I am doing, identifying the dimensions of a quality school in Thai parents' perspective. I would like to know what Thai parents feel a quality school is. The background of the study is rooted in a lot of studies that have been done where it has been proven without doubt that involving stakeholders in operations of a school is always beneficial for the students. And one of the key stakeholders are the parents. So a lot of schools, a lot of good schools actually involve parents, but most of the involvement is in the form of attending PTA meetings or running some survey about the facilities of the school. But so far in Thailand, to the best of my knowledge, there is no study done where we actually ask parents what they perceive a quality school is. There is one study so far available which was done in a village. It was a qualitative study done by Dr. Vibun Patom, and that was done recently. But after that, no one followed. When I looked for the literature, I was, in a way I can say, I was surprised to see that from different countries, the data shows that the parents' perception of a quality school is different. Even in a region like, when we talk about parent perception in China, parents think differently about what a quality school is when we go and compare data that is coming from Pakistan, for example. Somebody says that a small class size is bad, and the same the class size becomes good to some countries. So when the UNESCO started its program about education for all by 2015, I think nobody had a doubt that it won't be achieved. But right now we see very few years are left, and most of the countries we are lagging behind. And one of the reasons is that still we are not able to find out properly what actually the parents want. In Thailand, we have reforms, and the government says that we will achieve the target of EFA. But we did not do any serious study where we could find that we can provide quality education to all the parents, or what Thai parents really need. We cannot have borrowed perception of quality from different countries, because we need to know what Thai parents really need. So keeping that in mind, I proposed this study, and I started my study around 2 months ago, where I am in the process, still in the process of interviewing the parents. So my study is designed in a way where I will interview around 20 parents. They will be picked randomly, and I will explain them the definition of what really I mean by quality, or what are the dimensions of a quality school. But my main question would be, what do you think should, or what do you think is a quality school for your child? So once I collect the data out of 20, then I will have a focus group. I will include around 5 to 8 parents from the people I interviewed. We will have a detailed discussion, and we will group the dimensions together into groups, because a lot of parents that I see, some talks about resources, some talks about after school play, some talks about teachers' quality. So we will try to group all the like terms together, and the idea is that at the end of this study, we will have a list of dimensions that the Thai parents think is for a quality school in Thailand. Here are some of the studies that were done in different countries, and as you see from the study, like in USA, it is identified that application of learning or influence on students' values and behavior, or school's reputation, that was the prime criteria for US parents to choose a school. But if we go down and look at Pakistan, they say that they will prefer a school where a lot of students go. The bigger the class, the better the school, because they feel that this school is in demand. So that must be a school where their child should go. Then Uganda, they talk about safety first. Not surprisingly, I think that is the major issue for them. Then they talk about quality of teachers, number of students. Nigeria, they are talking about permanent buildings. If you look at China, they talk about practical and relevant courses with the industrialization that is happening around. Again, it's not surprising. In Thailand, as I mentioned, because there is one study done in a village, they talk about discipline. They talk about teachers' dedication, how dedicated the teachers are. So, I mean, we see it is spread all over the place. And when we talk about quality education, we disregard the local issues there. We always look at the other countries, what they are doing. So method and design, I have spoken. Here is the how I am going to do my research. So I will have interviews with 15-20, as I said, and I will do a qualitative analysis, and in the end I will have the results produced. That's all I have to say. It's a very short story, study, because I'm doing my master's study, and this is towards a partial fulfillment of my master's study. So I'm willing to take questions. Any questions? I guess that's all then. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad, for your presentation, and we have a certificate of presentation for you.
Well done, Mr. Maman. Congratulations.